McCarthy able to tame windless Trinity Forest, but he was only one. Last week's Texas State Open served as a trial run for Trinity Forest Golf Club, which will debut as host of the AT&T Byron Nelson in May. Had it been a track meet, Brax McCarthy of Fort Worth would have nearly lapped the field with his 18 under 262, enough to win by 8 shots. Was McCarthy an outlier? Were the relatively mild August conditions a contributing factor, or will Trinity Forest be able to provide an adequate test for the best golfers in the world? I knew the number would be low, but I didn't think it would be that low, said Mark Harrison, the Northern Texas PGA executive director. I thought 12 to 14 under would win. The guy that won got hot. Everything was going great for him the whole week. Harrison set up the course for the tournament with input from the PGA Tour. He changed 2 PAR5s to PAR4s to reduce the 18-hole PAR to 70. The course played to around 7,150 yards each day, about the same length as at TPC Four Seasons, the former home of the Nelson. The greens were stimping at 11 to 2, slightly faster than the Nelson's greens at TPC Four Seasons. What Harrison couldn't do was create windy conditions that give teeth to a wide-open links-style course with no trees and no water hazards. It played soft with the rain we got, and there was no wind, Harrison said. These guys are pretty good. For McCarthy, who played at Texas from 2012 to 15, it was his first professional win. He has been playing many tour events. He qualified Monday for this week's WEB.com tour event in Springfield, MO. I am a huge fan of the course, he said by email. A player really needs to think their way around it, especially with how firm the greens were. The course definitely would have played tougher had the wind been blowing and if they had put the tee boxes in different locations on a few holes a few of the days. Jeff Brower, a former president of the American Society of Golf Course Architects who is based in Arlington, visited Trinity Forest when it was under construction. I don't think it is any secret that the return to the wide fairways makes it a bomber's paradise, he said. There aren't a lot of courses that hold up when the wind isn't blowing. Trip Davis, who designed the Tribute and Old American Golf Club with Justin Leonard, wasn't put off by the winning score at the Texas State Open. A golf course is a good test when it is a relatively complete examination of the game, allowing complete players to use their strengths in a strategic way to score well, while exposing weaknesses in a variety of ways, he said in an email. The intent is to identify the best, most complete player who that week puts it all together and minimizes their weaknesses. A good test can yield lower scores and still identify the best, most complete player. With wind, a course like Trinity Forest is going to more readily expose weaknesses and it can narrow the margins for error, so scores will go up. I still think it's a very good test even when the wind is down and the scores are lower. AT&T Byron Nelson tournament director John Drago and his staff were able to get a feel for what to expect in May from what they saw at the Texas State Open, which had a field of 156 players, the same as the Nelson. Drago was more concerned about logistics than the scoreboard, but he did take note of McCarthy's winning score. I had no idea what to expect as it relates to scoring, Drago said by email. These are really good players playing in this event, so I knew that really anything was possible. 18 under PAR is really good, but that was one player who got everything going all week and it all fell in place. He won by 8 shots. Among Drago's other points after examining the tournament statistics, it was played under very calm conditions and a bit soft with the rain. Good players simply score in those conditions. Only 3 players were double digits under PAR. Only 9 players were 5 under or better. 3 over made the cut. The average score was 72. I look forward to seeing how it plays in May, he said. U.S. Women's Amateur, Cheyenne Knight of Aledo, Haley Jones of Dallas and Julie Houston of Allen qualified for match play at the U.S. Women's Amateur at San Diego Country Club in Chula Vista, California. Knight advanced to the second round. Houston and Jones were eliminated. Briefly, Austin's Matthew Denton shot a pair of 3 under 69s to win the Legends Junior Tour's Lanny Wadkins Jr. Championship at Gentle Creek Country Club by 2 shots over Frisco's Jensen Rojeans. Houston's Zoe Slaughter won the girls' 12-18 division after carding a 2 under par 142. Carrollton's Greg Seo won the boys' 14 and under division by 2 shots. Max Kettler of Southlake defeated Devin Jackson of Longview on the second playoff hole to win the Texas Golf Association North Amateur at Tiburon Country Club. Kettler and Jackson finished the 54-hole tournament at 10 under 206.